Welcome back to the Jthrill Plays. Uh, Mostly welcome back Scarlet and possibly Brian. Only two people that watch this anymore. Sometimes Allison. And maybe I'll just do a series for each of you. Why not? I was watching this but you guys, and you guys hardly. So I can kind of do whatever I want. I always could. I was trying to do for Scarlet this birthday series with Layers of Fear 2. But my video got corrupted, and it's like I would have to play through everything just to get to that point. And then it's like I'd already seen so much of it, so it's like I wasn't going to be scared. So I said, to heck all with it. And now I'm going to do Call of Cthulhu, and that's going to be the rest of Scar's birthday present. Let's enter madness now. Look how mad it is. Adjust the brightness to... okay, that's good enough. New game, of course. Empty slot, why not? Fun fact, Call of Cthulhu is based on one of the first modern horror stories or novels by a man named H.P. Lovecraft. And H.P. Lovecraft lived in Red Hook. That's Brooklyn. That's where I'm at now. That's where, nope, none of the people who are watching this are. See, H.P. Lovecraft, he's the one that inspired like Stephen King, Clive Barker, basically everybody that writes horror. Even horror movie makers. Oh, okay, good, got it out. That's what I was trying to say. Horror movie makers. Love them some H.P. Lovecraft. Hellboy is very Lovecraftian. Pierce. Oh, I didn't even read this. Do I need to read this? Okay, I can read it. Boston, 1924. Boston. No, I'm thinking of Baltimore. Never mind. Nobody's from Boston. Who cares? Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft was a racist, by the way. It's kind of a known fact about him. He wrote good horror, but was a terrible human being. He was also shitty to his wife. And I hope this is the kind of hell he ended up in. Shark hell. Shark guts hell. Shark bait. Ooh ha ha. Okay, I'm waking up somewhere awful. Oh, thank God. They saved my game. Look, I'm moving. Just like the game said I would. Up, you know, we gotta fix. Got to invert. Got to invert the y-axis, or I will go mad. Of course I'm sure. There we go. Looking left and right and up and down like a boss. Ooh, my headset is a little loud. Let's turn it down. Let's turn it down. Let's turn it down. Let's turn it down. Alright, into the stinky darkness. Anything behind here? No, no, no. Hello? Someone help me. Can I claim any of this? Can I pick this up? Use it as a bludgeoning weapon? Because I totally would. Crouch. I was just seeing what interacts, and it's A. Going all crouchy poo. Some good chains. Solid. Sturdy. Man change. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Okay. So I... Oh, and now I got me a little bolt cutter to make quick work of them chains. Whoa, 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 okay. I don't need to be going out there in the water. Alright. It's kind of scary. Is that where I came from? Can I go back? Cut those chains?
In my wake,
Whoa.
hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Yep, that's the thing about fate. I sure can't escape it. That's where I came from. Hello, does anyone... How is it that I'm the only motherfucker to get caught in these things? There's to be a couple other people wandering around here.
What a putrid offering.
I agree. Killer whales? Orcas down here? Willie? They got you? Shit, I thought you made it out, Willie. Rip Willie.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
It's not a fast run, is it? That's walk. That's run. More like a skip.
Behold,
Great.
everything has already been written.
Lord Voldemort's got a gun!
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
That would have been a better Harry Potter. A more real Harry Potter. Harry Potter and the Hogwarts shooting.
I hate whiskey.
But I love being drunk. Consult diary. Dear diary, my private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston where there's no lack of work for a guy like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But this place is mine, diary, and for the moment, I'm happy. Clues, none. I haven't got a clue. Lost Battalion. And 7778 is what it looks like. It's 10-7-18. Pierce. Ooh, do I get... I get to level stuff up. Okay. Weapons of AI? Nothing. My sanity. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion. American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire, forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades. Without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. And he does a piss poor job at it. The case. The doctor can, well, repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Cthulhu! That's who. Alright, so he was in a war. It was awful, as war is. So he opened up shop here to be a private dick and a public dick. Turn this shit off right now. And he has
I should get
nightmares.
rid of all this stuff.
Not answering that. It's just people about
Natural
bills. It always is.
sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Why's he saying that to himself?
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The borrower who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private dick who's got proof against you. What did I... Fine. What?
I'm
Ahoy
listening.
hoy.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce.
Would
I'm
you like to give to the
Sheriff
United Way?
in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Alright.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
What? Okay, I thought I had to sneeze, but I don't. I probably will in a moment, though. What? Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of a skill. Okay. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms. So this just makes me stronger. I can brute force some things. Eloquence. Eloquence represents your ability to influence. Okay, so charisma, basically. Um, so talking about power of speech, improving the skill, increases chance of convincing and manipulating. Okay, so I can get people to do things that I want because they think I'm charismatic. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chances of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. Huh. I kind of want that. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object and of picking locks. Okay. Psychology. This will improve my chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior. Okay, so it'll be harder for them to lie to me, and I'll be able to guess what they're going to do by what they say. Occultism. This increases my chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing my knowledge of the myth neat. Medicine represents my medical knowledge, improving this one. Increases my chances of determining the dosage of a drug. Okay. What makes a meth in this? Or making a diagnosis or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Uh. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, good. I wanted this one. Can I add another one to it? Hey, I'm a professional spot hidden guy. 6 CP available. I don't need to brute strength things, I don't think. What was the lockpicking one? This one. Oh, so I have 5 left. Yay. Let's get one in each here at least. Oh, it'll be exactly that. Okay. And one here. Cool. Validate. Do you really want to validate this character point? Yeah,
Thank you
why
for
not?
this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I
Yes,
raise a sensitive question?
I
What's wrong?
guess.
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Well, I've been doing a
Work
lot
is
more drinking,
scarce.
though.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Screw her.
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem.
Okay.
And I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
What kind of spooky ass painting did you bring me?
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
It better not be haunted.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of
Mr.
handling a
Pierce.
new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead.
She
Even
never
you
had a
must
little
know of
girl.
her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter?
Hawkins.
Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
Looks like somebody who killed their whole family painted
Tell me
this.
all the assumptions that come to mind.
Oh, we're about to learn some new mechanics, Scarlet.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right.
Oh, look at your damn picture.
That's all
Let
you've
me
got.
walk over there now.
Painting?
I placed a
Just tilt
file
my
on my
head
desk.
down.
It contains everything I have on the affair.
What a pair. Your notebook details your current objectives. Press this button to open it. Examine the painting. Examine the Hawkins file. A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Old Stevie Webster is the wealthy industrialist who came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case named after his daughter who died in a fire alongside her whole stupid family. I must examine the dumb documents he compiled in order to know more about this ridiculous case. Alright, let's do this first.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
Ooh, I got rewarded for that. Fail a skill test? What? No. Damn it, how did I...
A warehouse on Darkwater.
A
Some
shipping
sketches of
label.
the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
So do I need to go here? A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island, a dark island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. So I bet we find out Sarah's fine, the dad is evil, or the kid is evil. But obviously, Sarah Hawkins being actually crazy is a red herring.
So, Mr. Pierce,
Whoa! Are
what
you
do you
there
make
still?
of these elements?
Yes.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Throw a rave there.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Getting the sinking suspicion that I'm gonna wind up on Dark Island and a bunch of shit's gonna go wrong. And scary and horrifying. I read about her
You must
mental
tell me
fragility.
if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
We already know he asserts that it isn't.
Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find
And
out
crazy.
the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile.
It's
I
better to
believe
repeat
you
all
are
the
right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I'm a private investigator, not an art critic.
I guess you're not as clever as you think, then. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
So I've asked all these. Can I ask this again? Is that why it's not
The sender's
reamed out?
label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you
That is what you must go to Darkwater.
Alright.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
Go to
I'm willing
Darkwater.
to do anything for
Get
my
scared by the
daughter to
boogans.
recover her honor.
Not a
Quiet
bunch of
down.
shit.
I'm on your side. Let's sum things up.
Okay.
An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death,
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer.
Whoa,
But it's
we
not
can't
like
say
I have
that.
a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt
Shut up. It's just telling me.
find some information on this island in there.
Wait, did it tell me anything new here? All that remains is to leave for Darkwater. I'll certainly find something on Darkwater. My bookcase. Alright. Let's consider this for a second. Let's crouch down here, have a gander. Yep, see, she's protecting her little boy on the left from big, dark, scary man. I assume that is Mr. What was his name? Hawkins. This old big man Hawkins, and he's got the Satan symbol of Cthulhu. So, yeah, I've already solved the case. Found me a drink. Have a drink. You damn right it'll affect my destiny. Especially when I get behind the wheel of a car. So as I can...
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston,
Everybody pay attention.
but I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Oh, I thought I was going to read that whole thing. Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small island off the coast of Massachusetts. I'll just
All I
try to
have
read
to
it all
do is go to
scary.
the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The
For
husband
Mr.
couldn't
Pierce.
understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Why am I obtaining that? What is this? The Learning of Medicine, Volume 1, a dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. The first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. Does this up my medical stats? Yes. The medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Okay. So I gotta find books to up these. Uh, okay. Oh, here's Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work. Strangeness. I don't know why I can't read. I'm not drunk or anything, Scarlet, I swear. For the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Chucky Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress known for her party-going chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers, and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continues to seek the truth. Charlie Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater, the heir of a shipowner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip to Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Simon, here pictured as a wooden boy, died in the fire that claimed his whole family, and that's the only remarkable thing about that boy's life is that he died. With a mystery, yeah. That's that stuff. That's this stuff. Wait. Any clues? No ladder. Oh, I can do this. That's my office. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock off the coast of Boston. It is a small, inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs, and with only one outlet to the sea. It is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on the island that is still profitable is its medical institute. So there was crazy people on there in the medical institute. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced impostor for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Oh, knowledge. Okay, we just read that. Uh, why do I think I have these? Alright, we looked at everything. I think we looked at everything. Let's look at my degree.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Oh, so not mine.
I used to be an avid reader.
Until I figured out I was buying just multiples of the same book. Leave. Got me 1 CP. Cthulhu point. Were we at 30 minutes? Let's see, what shall I do? We'll see what happens by 45 minutes, Scarlet. Because right now it's all set up and kind of boring, you know? That painting we looked at was cool. That thing in the water scared me. The Free Willies were sad to look at, all dead and dying. We hunt for some painter lady, or her dead ass, and her dead ass family, on a stupid ass island they shouldn't have been on in the first place, apparently. So it's probably a mental asylum. My guess is there's going to be a mental. I don't know anything about this game. I stayed away from it because I knew it was something I would want to play. Uh, so yeah, the little medical thing. There's going to be experiments, and it's going to have something to do with the occult and calling down the demons, the sexy demons. Why would this thing load? Jesus, that took forever. I had to edit out how long it took. It's the beginning of King Kong. Boat and boat and boat and boat. Oh! Game just started. Present movie. He was frightened by the credits. They snuck up on him.
We're almost there.
See? Who the hell's that guy? Call of Cthulhu. Trademarked. The Celia, Skilla, Skyla. This is a quaint little town. He landed up Perfect. See how quickly he stopped that boat? Didn't drift or nothing.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Why do I have to stay on board?
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything
Smelly
to you?
green one, it looks like.
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget.
Why? Because you're in on it?
Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale.
Okay.
What you need is a good pick-me-up.
You're damn right.
Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar
Who?
holds a surprise for you. As for
Is
me,
it whiskey?
you'll find me at the harbor master's office.
Okay.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Go to the bar, talk to Bradley and Fitzroy. Okay. Oh, skill points. What is this one? What's the one where I... Where I know... Oh, this is... Okay, so I can't level that up. I was trying to level it up so I could study the painting. I don't know if that's a thing I can do. Investigation represents your investigative talents, improving the skill, increase your chance of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object. Yeah. Let's build her up. Yes. Wait, did I not just say yes? Oh, validate. There we go, now we get rid of it. Dark water places. At the entrance of the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shell of the Scarlet, the last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up here and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and the mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. There's the painting. Okay, Scarlet, where are we going? The bar? Let's go to the bar. Let's go look at this whale.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan.
Someone murdered this
Can't you go
whale?
any faster?
Someone mugged it.
This thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
Can't do that. But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
I bet it was Cthulhu.
Beast back in the
The same goes for you, sir.
What?
Move along.
Ask about whether the sailors get upset over nothing. You're totally out of your depth.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me.
Trying
These
to butter
fools
him
think
up.
that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And
Sometimes
you.
they don't listen to
What
Captain
brings you
Fitzroy.
to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't
What the
go
fuck
near
happened to
the
your
place.
face, dude?
Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now,
Lieutenant
please,
Politic Officer
allow me to
Bradley.
do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You can
Can't
see
fuck
that
with
I'm
him again?
busy, can't you?
You
Whoa.
can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You shysters.
Cops, they can't understand.
Secondary objective. Well, let's do secondary first. Oh, we're
Prohibition
learning.
is just
Yeah.
a joke around here. That suits me fine.
I figure that's what it was gonna say. Can I pick this up? And go lurking about in there? You, sir. Have you anything to say to me? Everybody in this town is super ugly. Pick that back up.
Hey, be careful.
Shit! Sarah Hawkins, there she is. She's fine.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Well, then give me his drink.
I don't have time for all this bravado.
Don't be so high and mighty, sir. We don't like mainland snobs.
I'm
Snoops.
here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
For drink. I don't care about the prohibition thing.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more.
Say no more, sir.
Anything else?
Yes. Da-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
It's true that they were strange. It's not speaking ill if it's true.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
Is that not how you
So they
see
made
this
you
bar?
feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
We did that. We did that.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy.
What kind of
The
answer is
name,
that?
it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our
Dog.
whalers left for long months and came back,
When our whalers
sweating
left for
and
long
stinking of the
months.
oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Got you all this. Your bar is a shithole, sir. Soldier's Town. Did I already? Let's have another
Captain
drink.
Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Ah, you
Oh,
dick.
come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
I
Uh,
didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway.
it's that
Anything else?
lady. That lady looks like Sarah Hawkins. Oh fuck
That'll
you.
be
You're not
all
gonna
for
give me
now.
any drinks. What's up, girl? I already know about.
What you
What's your
looking at,
name?
stranger?
You, honey. She can certainly put them away. Nothing at all.
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it.
Beavers mate for
I'm
life.
just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
So do some
And I'm
birds.
wondering what could be going
Penguins
through the
even.
head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Lady, you better
I told you to
answer.
beat it.
Can I leave? Is anybody else worth talking to?
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off
I thought
Darkwater
that was like a
Island.
crazy long, like your descendants. Never happened in your lifetime. The end of whaling.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They
I
all
said no.
disappeared.
Because you
You
whaled them
exhausted
all.
the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the
Nick.
last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Let's hear about this.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That
I'm as
catch
old as you.
saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the
Dapper?
whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our
Huh?
grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Okay, but that doesn't explain
I
how
bid you
you're still
farewell,
here.
gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Farewell, Alvidas, and goodbye.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Skyla. I'm gonna go ahead and pronounce the Skyla. Returns support to save Darkwater famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Skyla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch, covered the whole deck and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. So it was just a big, dumb, giant whale. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing on an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent, Mr. Marks. Real quick, after reading the article about the miraculous catch, Scarlet, I believe they made a deal with the devil being Cthulhu, or somebody did, and then so he sent them that great big giant whale for them to all chow down on, and now it's gone. Okay, so I think there's a new Cthulhu Satanist trying to make another deal to save the island. That's, or at least part, like something of what I said has got to be true. All right? Let's read on, shall we? Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing. Workshop or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Well to celebrate the return of our brave whalers. All the staff of the Stranded Well invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Whale oil is good oil. Um, Also, possibly Scarlet. Uh, because of that deal for the fish, which kind of mimics the whole Jesus making a bunch of fish for some people. Uh, Maybe the town is still repaying for that. So they still owe Cthulhu, like souls or some shit. Who this man? Mitchell! Roy Mitchell runs the only bar on Dockwater. Prohibition has no hold on the island, so he can... Alright, this is just about... He was a whaler. That's her, right? That's the girl we talked to in the bar. I'm going to trust that you're smart, Scarlet, so I'm not going to keep reading up on all this stuff, because that would take forever. Clues! That's a clue? Okay. I'm glad I picked it up.
What did he say?
Anything back here? Let's talk to this man. We'll talk to this...
She will do it again, you know? Oh. The girl doctor.
Oh.
She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
There's a little girl
I know.
at the asylum. Hey, just trying to pick up on what you guys are saying. Mind repeating any of that? Alright, let's talk to him, then we'll go talk to the ship captain in his office and get clues there, and then that'll be episode 1.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Some kind of haunted book. God, you guys are loud. We already talked to him. We can go out that way. There's also a door back here. We'll go out the back way. Because that's how we roll. Nope. We'll go out the front way because it's polite. What are they selling? Stuff?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
That is interesting because remember, he's supposed to be rich. We went over there. Let's see what happens if we go here.
Come on, you bastard. You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly. You hear
There's
that?
nothing for you here either.
You bilge
Beat
rats
it.
don't scare me.
What did he
Okay.
call us just now?
I said you were a bilge rat. And even at
Alright, so they're just blocking us off because we ain't got all the story out of this area. Wanna run... Talk to this man. Make sure he's on the up and up. Won't let me talk to him. Oh, I thought he caught something. It gave me like that weird... Some shit's happening music. Let's go talk to Fitzroy. And then climb Doom Mountain. Fitzroy! Fitzroy! That's how the Japanese say Fitzroy. A schooner?
The Scylla.
Scylla!
Finished
That's
up
right.
beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Oh, no, I was wrong. I was saying Scarlet
The
wasn't.
Scylla. It finished up beached at a souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Rust. Fitzroy, I'm just gonna snoop for a minute. Oh, cool. I leveled up. I guess I'm almost at level 2. Anything in here we're snooping?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Oh, I guess because Fitzroy has a real leg is why we know that's not Fitzroy. Wait, did it say? It said it was Fitzroy. Photograph from Captain Fitzroy. A man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge. He has a wooden leg. What do I have in my inventory? Knowledge. Oh, that.
What a
What's this
macabre souvenir.
Oh, that's the wooden leg. He stole it from that man? Maybe it was his dad or something? Fitzroy, do you have a wooden leg? I guess not.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests.
Cargo.
They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
The deck of the ship, the deck of this house.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins.
Okay.
But that's all I'll get from them.
What's this?
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
The terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. So Cat is the mysterious lady in the bar. We know that. We know that, Scarlet. And she's a bootlegger. So mystery solved there.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Broken.
Oh, shut up.
This place seems half abandoned.
Haha, it's my store now. Oh, I thought that was... Alright, Mansoor. We'll play until I unlock whatever area that is, which is probably
From
coming up
here,
right now.
I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater.
So he just has a
Tell
lot
me
of
what I
respect.
can do to help you.
The documents are unreadable.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Yeah. What happens if
I
do
don't
that?
know. It's not my signature next to that of Charles Hawkins.
I'm at sea for more than half the year. Anyone could have done it during my absence. What seems really important to me is that the dates on these manifests indicate that Charles probably had other contracts.
But not with you, though.
The bootlegger?
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Called it.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the
Jingleheimer
Sailor.
Schmidt.
His
His name
wooden
is my
leg
name.
You can go and see it if you're interested.
Already saw it.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Yeah, you are.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater. And already you think like a sailor.
This dude is a false, good guy. He seems like he's helping us, but I think we're gonna find out more and more that he's probably stupid evil.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a
the
mistake.
alternative? Why?
Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
Yeah.
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
He's gonna kill her.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor.
I did.
It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I did.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is
you can wave at it.
The jetty.
Hi.
You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Or wanted.
I shall be on my way.
Not you. How would they know it was you?
Come back and see me when you've got something new.
Alright. This game is saved. And I got one of these points. I'm gonna put it in. One thing I read is that I don't need strength so much. Or that it won't do me any good. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. The chance of percent I'll do this one again. Validate! James Fitzroy, captain of the Chippy-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby, the only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the Harbor Master's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him. The bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me with my investigation, Scarlet! Oh yeah. Yup. Okay, so now I can cross that way. And now the town's kind of open to me. You guys look strange. Okay. Oh yeah, we're over an hour. So, beyond like that, Scarlet, we're gonna go there. Whichever one of these is that's where we're going in the next episode. So, thank you, any of you, all of you, for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, and I'll see you all on down that road in the next episode. Happy birthday, Scarlet!